and welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for joining me for another video on the restoration of my Rover Mini Cooper Sportspack. In the last video you would have seen me remove the rear subframe and get that on the floor. I then put a load of snow foam underneath, gave it a good clean, gave it a good scrub, and now it's time to see the results. Just before I do show the results, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's watching the videos and everyone that's subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Let's get underneath that car and show you what it looks like. Now, apart from the major areas that do need some fresh metal putting in, other areas are, believe it or not, just surface rust. So they'll just wipe off, surely. There is some severe rust around where the structural areas are and the battery box, so these will need repairing correctly. Now, you probably just noticed that in the boot I already attacked some of the rust with a wire wheel in my drill and an old chisel. Now, the dust and dirt that's come off of that already and covered the roof is pretty substantial. So with that said, let's get the roof covered. Right, I need to get this roof covered as quickly as possible. So, mustache. That's all of the debris and dust removed from the roof of the car now. So what I'll do is I'll cover it in paper just to give it some protection. You don't really want to watch all of that, so the quicker option is Shazam! That didn't take too long, and that should give the sunroof some protection against the dirt. And you can't beat a bit of protection. Because, if you didn't know already, I've hit 200 subscribers! Oh yeah! Thank you very much to everyone that subscribed. It's fantastic. Let's keep it going. Well, now that you've seen the rust, let me know in the comments what you think. I've got a really good plan of action for the car, and that is, do not worry too much. It's only rust. But really, no, I'm not going to go to the extreme lengths of turning this into a concourse car or a show queen. I want to get the car back on the road and really enjoy it, if we're allowed, that is. The rust is really bad in the boot, as I've just shown you, but I've got a few tools that I'm going to use today to try and tackle some of the rust. First of all, I need to get suited up. Now that I'm all ready, let's get inside the boot and give it a go. I'm just using the wire wheel attachment on the drill just to see how bad the rust is. Most of this area will need to be cut out anyway, but I thought I would just take a lot of the flaking surface rust away to start with, just so I can see what areas need to be cut. If you are going to attempt any of this sort of work yourself, I really recommend wearing a full face shield and a mask. The areas marked out with the marker pen will be cut away with a grinder in the next video. Most of the rust is too far gone and needs to be cut out, so I've got a fresh edge to weld against. Just using the drill attachment here, removing as much paint as I can. This will allow me to see where the spot welds are, and then you can drill these out. Just drilling out the spot welds here. This will allow me to then use the chisel and hammer and release the metal. Using a combination of the chisel, hammer and mole grips, this should be enough to separate the spot welds and remove the metal edging. This way you can then pull the battery box away. What a beautiful view. Let me just grab the battery box and show you how it looks. You can see that I managed to take out all the spot welds. I've made a bit of a mess of the edge, but I'll clean all that up and show you how I'll do that in the next video. I've got a little bit of more prep work to do before I can put the battery box in ready for welding. The rest of the boot area is sort of ready to work out what areas I'm going to cut and weld. Let me show you this battery box. If I can get out of here. This is the battery box that I've removed, and as you can see, it's well in need of a replacement. It's absolutely rotten through. It took way longer than I expected to remove, mainly because I didn't have my angle grinder. Thanks, Dad. But it's out and it's done now. Now I've made a decision on what I'm going to do with the restoration. Because of the amount of rust that I have, I am going to repair it in the areas that I need to and not go overboard and turning it into a show car. The next video, I hope you're excited, I will have all of the repair sections here and I can start cutting, marking out and even possibly doing some of the welding. You may have heard me mention earlier that we have 200 subscribers now on the channel. Yes, 200. That's a massive number considering I only started the channel just after Christmas. If you are one of the subscribers watching, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please click on the button. Make sure you tune in for next week's video because it's going to be a banger. Thanks for watching today and I'll see you on the next one.